Hello everyone. So in this class we will be talking about Shakespeare's sonnets and we will be reading Shakespeare's sonnet 116. So as you all know that Shakespeare has composed a total number of 154 sonnets which were published altogether. But apart from those 154 sonnets, he has also composed 6 other sonnets which were subsequently published in his later plays. So these sonnets which were composed and published together, they were composed during a time period of 1592 to 1598. So there are 154 in total, and the first one to 126 are actually dedicated to his to a mystery man, you can say. So who is that mystery man? He is suggested as William Herbert. And who is William Herbert? He was the Earl of Pembroke. So you see, and his later sonnets were actually dedicated to a dark lady. Now you see, this dark lady which Shakespeare talks about in his poems is not actually dark by the physical appearance, but rather through her actions, her immorality, or you can say sinful behavior. So that is how that is why she is addressed as the dark lady. Now you see, in this poem, in the sonnet, let us go back and read it. Okay, so I'm going to read it line by line. Now you see, in the first line he says, "Let me not to the marriage of true minds, and admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds." So if you translate it in the modern language, it will be like, he doesn't want to acknowledge the reason why minds that truly love each other should not be joined. Means basically he praises true love. Okay, he basically praises true love in these lines, and he say things that love is the basic soul of our life, and it is the most beautiful feeling. Okay, and also he says that love isn't love if alteration finds. Okay, so means love is not love which alters when it alteration finds. So we all know alteration means what? Changes, isn't it? So he says that even after if we come across various different kinds of situations in life which will be very compelling to us, and also which may be very painful or disastrous, but still love is going to stay with us. Okay, and it is something which is ever present. Okay, and it transcends the feelings of the everyday life or the materialistic expectations. So love is something which is not based on all these things. So love does not changes even if the situations in our life changes. Okay, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it's an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. So what he says again, that it does not changes when the beloved changes. Okay, when the physical appearance of the beloved is changed, and her beauty is removed. Okay, and he says that that it is an ever fixed mark. Means love is something which is very much permanent, not temporary. Okay, so what is a fixed mark? A fixed mark is something that we cannot get rid of. So love is that kind of a fixed mark, and that looks on tempests and is never shaken. Means that looks on tempest means what? The storms that we go through in our daily life. So you see, we go through different kinds of storms or problems, but those kind of problems, they should not affect our love life. Okay, so or you can say our feelings. and it is never shaken by such storms. Okay, love remains intact and it does not shake, or it does not changes when we have to face different kinds of situations. It is the star to ever wandering bark whose words unknown, although its height be taken. So, what he says, love's not times full, those rosy lips and cheeks, with his bending sickle compass comes. Love alters not with brief hours and weeks, but it bears out even to the edge of the doom. So again what he says that love is like a star that guides. Okay, he says that it is a uh, it is the star to the every wandering bark. Means you see, when we are sailing on a ocean or a sea, we see that the sailors, they need a compass. Okay, they need a compass to track their way back, because otherwise you will be all lost in the sea. So love is like that compass which guides us, or love is like that star, or that is the guiding light of our life. Okay, and then also he says that the power of love is just beyond measure. Okay, and also its height cannot be measured. Okay, the power of love cannot be measured, and it is something very very immeasurable. You cannot say anybody that you love a person this much or that much. Okay, it is something which cannot be assessed through weights. Okay, and then again he says that love alters not with brief hours and weeks. So means again he says that love does not changes with brief hours or weeks. Love is something that is constant and unchanging. Now you see, if you do not see the lover for a week or a year, or if you do not talk to somebody for a month, it doesn't imply that the love for that person is gone, or that person may not love you. So what Shakespeare says is that it is something which does not alters with time. And then again he says, but it bears out even to the edge of the doom. So means you see, it not only lasts for brief time period, but it will also go towards your end, towards the doom. Okay, doomsday means what? Doomsday means the day of the destruction, when the world will come to an end. So you see, love is something that will continue to to be present until and unless we get our end. Okay, and then in the last lines he says, if this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. So means what does it means? In simple English, if we read this, it will be, if I'm wrong about this, then I never wrote, or no man ever loved. Means what he is saying is that he is so confident about the transcendenting power of love. He says that if somebody has got doubts in love, that means I was never a poet and I never wrote this poem on love, and also no man has ever written. Means if love is false, then everything in this earth is a big lie. Okay, everything in this earth is not true, everything is just false. Now you see, let us get into the different kinds of themes that Shakespeare uses in his sonnets, or also we can look on the themes that are being used in this poem, in this sonnet, that is sonnet 116. So you see, he says about the transcendenting power of love, like how love is not based on the physical attractiveness, and also the time frame. So, and also about the unchanging nature of love. Okay, and it also talks about how love is something very pure, and it is very very platonic. Okay, he stresses on the point of platonic love. So you see, platonic love is something which is not based on you can say any sexual desire. Okay, it is something that comes from straight from the heart, and it is a very very pure form of love. So Shakespeare tries to incorporate this idea of platonic love in his sonnets. Now you see, and then again he talks about the real beauty versus the artificial beauty. So he says that the beauty does not actually lies in the in the materialistic things and also in the physical attractiveness, but rather it is the beauty of the soul. Okay, and then again and then again he talks about the you know the evergreen nature of love, and also about how love is something that can be a guiding star in our life. Okay, that can be something which is very 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 transforming. It is a very very transforming impact. Okay, now let us look on the structure of Shakespeare's sonnets. So you see, Shakespeare's sonnets are basically 14 lines, 14 line structure, and there you see in the last lines there is a couplet. Okay, the two lines which justifies the whole poem that is written on the above. Okay, so basically whatever he talks about love, he just tries to sum it up in his last couplet. So, and where he says that if this is not, if this is false, and I am being proved wrong, then I have never written any poem, or I have never written anything, and also no man has ever loved. So that is how he tries to sum up. So that is all about Sonnet 116. So if you have any questions, do let me know. Thank you.